Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. If you are new, my name is Victoria and welcome to Pembroke Beauty. So right now I'm putting the Kevyn Aucoin SX01, the Sensual Concealer on, and I'm just tapping that in with my finger. This is an amazing concealer. It does give you like kind of a light coverage, but I really like it for especially summer. Then I'm going to set down all of my face with the Flower Beauty pressed powder. And I believe this is in the shade Porcelain. And this is such a good blending and smoothing powder. I absolutely love it. Then I'm bronzing with the Wet n Wild Ticket to Brazil SPF bronzer, which is like $3, and this is just an all-around good makeup tutorial because it has such good products in it. Then I'm taking the Prenup ColourPop Super Shock blush, and I'm putting that on my cheeks with the Tarte Mermaid brush. Then I'm taking the Here Kitty Kitty highlighter from ColourPop and the Luxie 660 brush, and I'm going to highlight my cheekbones and my nose. Then I'm taking the NYX Brow Mascara in Chocolate, which if you have watched, you know is my all-time favorite, and I'm just brushing that through my brows. So now that we have sped through the face, I'm going to dive into the new, or one of the newer, Morphe palettes, and it's called Brunch Babe. So as you can see, there's some pinks, browns, and dark colors. It's like a good overall palette. So I'm going to take the Luxie 660 brush and I'm going to go into the shade Whipped Cream, and I'm just going to highlight my face with that. Then I'm taking a Morphe Beautiful in Bronze Big Fluffy brush into the shade Weekend, and I'm going to place that all throughout our crease and underneath of our eyes and just really give us a good transition. So this is kind of like a nice neutral brown. It's very light. Then I'm going to keep with the same brush and I'm going to go into the shade Reso, R-E-S-O, and as you can see, that is frickin' pigmented and it blends out so easily. It's kind of a warmer brown as well. It's not super warm, it's almost a neutral, but it is slightly deeper than the shade that we were just using Weekend. And as you can see, all these shades blend beautifully because it's Morphe, you know. As you guys know, they're amazing and they have such great price points. Then I'm going to go in again with the shade Weekend and just really make sure that I blend all of that out. Then I'm going back into the shade Reso and I'm placing that underneath of our eyes with the same big fluffy brush that we have been using. Then I'm taking the same brush again into the shade Beignets, and this is more of a cooler but deeper toned brown than the other two that we've been using. This is also stunning and blends so easily, and clearly I'm just kind of deepening up the crease and placing this underneath of our eyes. So then I took the Elizabeth Mott blending brush and I'm going into the shade Parfait. Everybody like Parfait! And I'm putting that into our crease and focusing it into our outer corners, keeping this slightly lower than the other shades that we've been using. I just kind of wanted to give it like more of a warm pinky tone because I'm going to go in with a pink shimmer in a little bit. So I'm just doing little windshield wiper motions through our crease and some circular motions out on the outer corner. Then I'm going back in to the, oh, just kidding, I'm not going back in with anything. I'm taking a pencil brush from the Morphe Beautiful in Bronze set and I'm going into the shade Patio, and I'm really deepening up the outer corner, making this really cat eye and focusing it into our crease. So I'm kind of doing little stamping motions, almost like little patting motions out on the outer corner and kind of making this almost a V shape out on our crease. So you can see that it is making more of a cat eye shape. And this is a deep, very deep, almost black. It doesn't look like that, but in the pan it looks a lot darker. And then I'm going to take the black shade, which is called Black Coffee, which I absolutely love that name. I don't know why I think it's so cute, but I really do. And if you haven't guessed, all of these are brunch inspired names, so I think that's a cute idea. But I'm taking this and I'm basically placing this a little bit lower, but in the same spot that we just put Patio, so out on our outer corners, doing little patting motions and dragging it slightly into our crease, and doing little windshield wiper motions once we get a little higher up. You also want to be very careful because these are dark colors, not to get too crazy, seeing as we did our face makeup first. And I am dragging this down underneath of our eyes because I wanted this to be a really smoky look. And I'm focusing it more on like the outer 2/3 of our eye. Then I'm going in with the shade Tots, which I think is hilarious. Like, Napoleon, can I have some of your tots? And this is like a cool tone brown, a very cool tone brown. And I'm taking the Elizabeth Mott blending brush again, and I'm really just blending out and buffing out the edges of where we put that patio and black coffee shade, because I wanted it to be very blended. So then I took the original blush, the big fluffy brush that we were using, and just really blended out all the edges of this look. Then I went back in with the pencil brush that we had been using, and I went into the shade Patio and into Black Coffee, and I really deepened up and focused this on the outer portion of our eyes, basically just kind of adding back the pigment that we just blended away a little bit. It doesn't blend away obviously all the way, but it does get a little bit less intense. Then I went in with the Voldemort Storybook Cosmetics Witchcraft brush, and I went into the shade Sunday Funday, which is like a beautiful taupey champagne shade. It's really pretty, and it is a shimmer. And I kind of focused this on the outer like third of our eye on the top. Then I went into the shade Waffles, which I think is such a cute name, and I used to have a cat named Waffles. Fun fact. And this is more of a brown shimmer shade. It's not super brown, as you can see. It does have a little bit of taupe, but it is slightly deeper than Sunday Funday. Then I went into the Lottie London brush into the shade Squad. And this is kind of a pinky champagne shade, I would say. It's really pretty. It's like a frosty pink. And I placed this all over our lid, meeting up to the Sunday Funday and Waffle shade that we had placed. And I really wanted this to be very bright. Then I went into the shade Donuts, which I think is really cute. And it's almost the same shade as Squad, only less pink and more silver. Then I went into the shade Bottomless Mimosas, and this is more of a pure champagne. It doesn't really have any undertone in any direction, and I focused this really close to our inner corners, and I placed this underneath of our eyes. Then I went into the shade Bellini, which is more of a peachy pink shimmer, and I placed this again underneath of our eyes, right in the inner to middle portion of our under eye, because I wanted this to be more pink instead of champagne. So then I went into the Black Coffee shade again and really focused this again on our outer corners, because I really wanted to deepen up this look a lot and make it very smoky. Again, back in with the Elizabeth Mott blending brush and into the shade Tots. As I told you, this does take a lot of blending, so bear with yourself. Don't get too frustrated and give yourself some time. Then I went in with the e.l.f. concealer brush into the shade Whipped Cream, which is just a beautiful white shimmery shade. And I highlighted our inner corners and our brow bone. And I really like how this looks as a face highlight and as an inner corner highlight. Like, that is blinding in there. I love that. Then I went back with the original brush and just really blended out all of the shadow that we had going on and kind of blended into the shimmery whipped cream shade that we just placed on our brow bone. Went back in with the Elizabeth Mott blending brush and blended again, really tightening up where we had everything. Then I went back in with the Lottie London brush into the shade Squad and really focused this again to really brighten it up onto our lid. And back underneath of our eyes. Then I went in with our Flower Beauty powder and wiped away any fallout. There wasn't really much, to be honest with you, but I did want to make sure that I didn't have any excess shimmer or any black shadow or anything like that. And then I took the Ciate London Wonder Wand eyeliner pencil, and this is a black eye pencil. You can pretty much use whatever you want, but I do really like this pencil in general. And I waterlined my eyes with it to kind of give this more intensity. Then I went in with the Ciate London Fierce Flicks pen eyeliner, and as you guys know, the NYX, what is it called? The NYX Matte Liquid Liner is my absolute favorite eyeliner ever. And you know, after using this, I kind of feel like that is definitely still the case. I didn't mind this one as far as pen eyeliners go, and I think I've had it for a while, so it was kind of dry, which also probably didn't lead me to loving it, but it did last all day, and it was very black, very matte, and it was easy to use. So if you're not somebody who likes bristles on their eyeliner, you might really like that. Then I went in and curled my lashes. And I went back in with a little bit of the black coffee shade because I noticed that it wasn't as deep out on the outer corner as I wanted it to be. Even though I have the wing down, it doesn't really matter because it is a black shade. So I really went in and just deepened up that very outer portion. Then went back in with the Elizabeth Plot blending brush. Then I set my makeup with the e.l.f. Illuminating Mist and Set, and you guys know I absolutely love this. I stand by it, truly. Then I put mascara on with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I love this mascara, truly I do. I don't use it very often because it is expensive, but I do love it very, very much. It does really make my eyes look good. Then I went in with the Lime Crime Plushie in Blackberry, which I wish had been a little bit less purple, but I didn't have anything else at the time, so you know what, we went with it. So all in all, I'm absolutely obsessed with this palette. I think it's beautiful and amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and hit the like button and comment any suggestions you have for me down below. Thanks for watching! Look at the baby. Look at how sweet.